Tonight, we're talking all about Jurassic World Rebirth toys and Beyond the Gates. We've got Aaron Beyer in the house, all that and more. I am Brad Jost, and this is the first Thursday. Let's talk Jurassic. Welcome, everybody, to another live stream here on the Jurassic Park Podcast YouTube channel. I am Brad Jost. Like I said, we've got a lot to discuss tonight. There's Beyond the Gates. There's tons of toy reveals. Maybe, just maybe, we'll touch on some Jurassic World Rebirth stuff. We gotta ask our guests tonight if that's okay. So let's go ahead and bring our guest in. Let's see. Let's use. Sorry, I'm using the wrong stream here. Let's go with. Boom, this one. Oh, that's just him. Hey, what's up, Aaron?
It is not okay to talk to me about this disgusting cash grab of a film. But
here he goes.
I may like 20 times dip and get another copy of Jurassic Park because it's now going to be mixed in Atmos. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't bring those up. Let me see where those are on Amazon, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they're $93, but
that sounds crazy. Is it? It's not just like a Canada thing, right?
I think it's I'm not.
Oh no, you're not in Canada. You're not in Canada anymore. That's right. It's a 4K, right? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's this 4K box.
Oh my god, $93, dude! I swear to God, this did not say $93 the other day.
Well, even at $60, that's $20 for a movie. That's pretty realistic.
Yeah, let's go over to. We're just getting into it. We don't ever just start right like this.
No.
So let me dip down our audio here. Actually, let me do a few things right before we get that started. Where is?
Best Buy doesn't sell movies anymore. Is this why? Is Amazon the only place that you can buy 4K discs?
I don't know. Maybe
because nobody sells discs anymore.
All right, so yeah, let's get into this because it's the first thing here that we want to talk about, and this is the Jurassic Park trilogy. Featuring Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, limited edition Steelbook, 4K Ultra HD, and digital, that's a good pack right there. Obviously,
it's
$93
at Walmart.
$93 at Walmart, okay, and Amazon as well, $93.99.
But the Jurassic World set is $64. There's some scalping shenanigans going on here. Yeah, so
that's
I just went to Google shopping. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 64 for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World Dominion, as well as all that stuff. And yeah, you had said, what was it, Dolby Atmos? That was a...
Yeah, so, I mean, for me, literally Jurassic Park, for Jurassic Park, I probably own at least 20 copies of that movie. And this is a new mix. So I want to say the last mix was for Jurassic Park 3D, which had a special mix because they were balancing for the 3D space. And I think it's just been the same mix since Blu-ray. So now to have Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision, the problem is who's going to review this? You know what I'm saying? If you look at someone like Elon Osborne or whatever, who does a lot of surround soundy type stuff, who's in the know like us to be oh, there's a different mix going on here?
I have a guy for that, and his name is Hunter, and he's my co-host on Grim Grinning Host. He actually just sent me a text maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago, just saying hey, if you ever want to talk about physical media, I'm the guy.
Let's do a show.
Yeah,
let's do a show because I love physical media, all of it.
All right.
So let's get us together and talk about it. Here's the thing. I don't want to buy this if they didn't actually put any work into it. They just are doubled up on. I am in the know. Doubled up on just channels, or whatever. But if they did like an actual like Atmos mix, I would be extremely excited to spend $93.
you kind of like backtracked a little bit. I'd be extremely excited just to spend $93.
That means you're spending more than $20 on Jurassic Park 3. That's the problem.
That is the problem. Let's take a look real quick though while we're here. What are your thoughts on like the cover art and stuff like that? Have you taken
just
a deep
absolute
dive look?
Absolute.
How do I open this? Let's just zoom.
I'm kind of torn because I think that the Spinosaurus looks great, but the rest of this, just forget it, dude. Like,
it like at first glance, I really do like this. Like, I like the vibe that it's giving here. I love the idea, right? But obviously, we all know that it has its issues, right? It's not the right Dilophosaurus, the Brachiosaurus Jurassic World, and or whatever.
The Pteranodons are wrong. The Brachiosaurus is wrong.
And even the Rex looks weird, like everything. Yeah. So a bunch of stuff's wrong here, but this Spino, man, is just, it's fantastic.
Spino looks killer, dude. Yeah.
It's just that same formula that Universal continually pipes out with like kind of just reusing assets for stuff like this. And it always seems to be like DVD covers and things like that are always all over the place, and only us here at a place like this show or the hardcore like fan community, we are the absolute only people that care about any of that. So this looks probably great to everybody, but we are the only ones who are like nitpicking it just a little bit. But I do think it looks cool nonetheless.
I think it's cool that they've defined it as like the Jurassic Park trilogy and the Jurassic World trilogy, and they're not gonna like try to like cram like an empty slot in the back of this for the new movie, Renaissance Resistance Rebirth.
Yeah.
But like,
what is it called? What did I call it? Did I call it something wrong? I think I did.
We were talking about Renaissance earlier.
Yeah, that's right. But this one, I love this one. This one looks great.
Yeah, it does. It looks good.
Like, they can't get this one wrong because the only time they really incorrectly use assets is on the Jurassic Park era. Right? They don't.
Right.
There's no need to use the incorrect ones on this era because they always get them right. So this looks great. Like, I think this looks fantastic. I really like the Jurassic World Park gates centered there with the crushed gyrosphere. The fact that we're getting like Indominus with a Pyroraptor right there, just beautiful. Loving that. Cats up in the sky, like super cool stuff here. So and the volcano in the background too. Like it's nailing everything. So I think that's pretty stellar. This is a great cover.
I have like the perfect set in my opinion. I've got like the ones that are like all the posters, except for Dominion didn't get a poster release.
Oh, that's right.
So and they've all got their sleeves. But I don't know. I might. Yeah. So the cover didn't look like that. It looked like
no
something else. I don't know. I might try to get these. If you pre-order on Amazon, they don't charge you until it ships. So like, whatever. Just because I have an Atmos set up and it's cool. Atmos is cool. Like, there's just no denying it. But are they going to really worry about remixing Jurassic Park 3?
Hopefully.
I mean, in all reality, Jurassic Park 3 is the one that you really should do. That was a big deal on like the DVD bonus features, that they had like mixed that raptor circle thing for like, I think 7.1 at the time. Right. And so 7.1 would be raptors in front of you, to the side, and to the back. They had like mixed that whole raptor surrounding sequence at the end, like to be 7.1. So you were like meant to feel like you were in the middle of that circle with the actors. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Atmos really is gonna reign amazing in Atmos. If the Cats flies over you, right, ideally they would have mixed those sounds in the top speakers. I'm really thinking about it. If these were just standard, nothing different, like that, like the typical, nothing different except the cover, I wouldn't be interested. But the new sound mix kind of has me interested. Not to mention, this is all dying.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
true.
we're probably not getting another physical copy of this movie in a new format. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, there's a back cover too. Look at that. That looks nice with the Innovation Center.
That's
on there,
awesome.
Surrounded by
awesome.
the bushes. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that was kind of unprompted there, but we wanted to talk about that. What else we got? Do we got other merchandise or anything else we can quickly touch on before we get into
like
some
the new current stuff?
Yeah, I don't remember anything else at the moment to talk about. But you know what? Let's dive into some Rebirth stuff, which I know you love. Now, do me your best. Like, give me your best behavior. Is it possible? Is it possible? Do you think you could be on good behavior? Okay. All right. I'm gonna show you some things here. We're gonna talk about some things. Do your best for me. You got this? You all right? Breathe deeply. All right, so we're going to look over here at Empire Magazine released a bunch of stuff today because they have a new Empire Magazine. When is this coming out? May 8th, Thursday, May 8th. So next Thursday, 1 week from this recording here. But look at this. Look at this cover, dude. Like Jurassic World Rebirth.
This cover's awesome.
Yes. I agree.
Wish, dude,
it's fantastic.
I wish so badly that I was going to go see this movie, but I'm not.
Look, he's lying to you. There's no, I still don't believe there's no way that he doesn't sit himself in a theater. But here we go. This is a heavily like photoshopped, very much, cover here, but it just still looks killer nonetheless, because you've got this Ket's like hairy, fuzzy looking Ket's with I love the blue striping mixed with that orange. It's really giving me like either, I don't know, Kenner vibes or some cool paint job from Mattel or something like that. It's giving me like really cool vibes. I'm digging that paint job or design there, I guess, on this dinosaur. And it's looking up at Scarlet, who's rappelling down this cliffside here. So I don't know if it happens exactly like this in the movie, but we do see a little bit of this kind of sequence in the trailer. But this looks pretty stellar. I'm absolutely in love with this cover.
Yeah, agreed.
So it says Scarlett Johansson heads up the ultimate dinosaur adventure. Hold on to your butts. And it says they're going on set of Gareth Edwards' new chapter, seeking to capture the DNA of the original. And yeah, that has really been, which I talked about this on my live stream last night a little bit, which I'm actually pretty thankful of, is the fact that this movie so far with its marketing, and I don't know how much you've kept up on it, but they're really sticking to what they showed us in images and the first trailer. And they're not really straying from that, which I'm very thankful of, to be honest.
That's good.
Yeah. Maybe for somebody like you who's not totally sold on what you saw in that first trailer, that might not be like, you want to maybe see more to sell you on this. But I think in terms of like what we've always spoke about for years now about the marketing that they've done for the entire Jurassic World trilogy, they've really gone overboard, right, with everything that they've shown. By the time you get to the movie theater, you're like, I've definitely seen the entire thing, right? Haven't you gotten that vibe? Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
But at least this time around, they're showing us, okay, we got a quick lab sequence shot. We've got these titanosaurs out in a field. We've seen this field thousands of times via pictures and video now. And there's been some behind the scenes videos and things like that. And they're all including like the same portions in the movie. They're like the Spinosaurus, Mosasaurus scene on the water, the T-Rex on the river, like that kind of stuff. And they're not really straying from that stuff. And this is one of those moments as well, the Kets on the side, because they did show that in the first trailer as well. So I'm very much appreciating what they're doing with the marketing so far.
It's funny that I just agreed with you on the fact that I had seen that. I felt like we had seen everything before the movies, because like I completely forgot I worked on the entire Jurassic World. No, I didn't work on Dominion at all, but I worked on Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. So like I literally.
You did see.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of dig that they're keeping things a secret. I don't think the original Jurassic Park trailer showed you a ton. I remember the Lost World trailers on TV showed you a decent amount of like major set pieces. But also like that one had a book associated with it, so it was kind of like you could maybe put two and two together what they were going to do.
You would have been way off if you tried. Yeah, you're like, the Lost World, I know exactly what's going to happen in this movie. And then
I mean, there's aspects to it, but you get the gist, right? I feel like with Rebirth, like, dude, it has so many things going for it. Like, Gareth Edwards is an awesome director. I just wish I was going to see this movie.
You will. Alexandre Desplat like is doing the score now, which I really dig his stuff. So I'm excited by that.
I don't know if I'm familiar.
They teamed up. They teamed up. Who was it going to be? Him. He's the only one that it's going to be. There was there was rumors that like maybe John Williams is coming back and some other guys filling in or whatever. But that never came to fruition, obviously. But Alexandre Desplat is doing the score, and he teamed up with Gareth Edwards on Godzilla in 2014. So, and he was going to do the Rogue One score, but then Michael Giacchino came in. But yeah, so I think it's turning out really well so far. I think what we're seeing is pretty awesome. Let me get your thoughts on some of these images here. So we've got Jonathan Bailey with this giant fossil mouth, whatever this is. I don't know. Oh, there's a lot going on.
Looks like a shark.
Yeah. So I think this is that that bar that's in Suriname. That you see them kind of like gambling and drinking and stuff like that in this bar in the trailer. I think this is this moment. This is giving me like I'm getting vibes of like Kong Skull Island. Is that the name of the movie? I always get it confused with the ride. But I'm kind of, it's like a crossover of Brie Larson and Tom Hiddleston in that movie, because she was the photographer and he was like the adventurer. So it's giving me vibes of that. But you see a lot of teeth of some sorts up on the walls and stuff like that. So pretty cool shot. And you got Jonathan Bailey and Rupert Friend over there with his he's very much dressing like Belloc, Gennaro too. Yeah. I'm getting Belloc vibes from him from Indiana Jones. We also got Scarlett Johansson, Zora Bennett here in a tunnel, which we've also seen in the trailer. So, again, not straying from anything we haven't already seen, which I'm appreciating. It's just kind of expanding on the things that we've seen, like a step further, which is, I think, excellent. But yeah, nothing to say really about this shot. It's just her holding the gun. She's holding a gun. So, how do we feel about that? Let me ask you that.
I mean, she didn't create these animals, right? Like, I don't, at this stage, it's like, I don't mind it because Jurassic Park was supposed to be this like nurturing, nature preservey type aesthetic, right? Like, look, if you go to Disney's Animal Kingdom, I'm sure there's a gun somewhere. All right. But it's like, just in case.
Just in
sure
case.
It exists.
Yeah, I'm
sure.
Yeah. Oh,
but
gosh.
Like it's not like they're toting them around, right? It's not like that's the goal is to whip out the gun.
Well, Dune had like little like rocket launchers like on hand just in case.
Right. But like if you're going to a dinosaur island 30 years after this all started, you're gonna take a gun.
Yeah, and sure. It's not the first time we've seen a gun in any of these movies, but right. Obviously Blue got shot with a gun, I think, right? But yeah, it's not often that we potentially see characters really shooting at dinosaurs. So who knows? Right. Maybe like I don't know, Rupert or Mahershala or somebody is like walking down this aisle and she's going to shoot at them. Maybe that's the case, or it's Jonathan Bailey. Right. Could be Jonathan Bailey. But that's there's some photos there from Empire. We've also got a pretty good photo here. I want to get your take on this one. Gareth Edwards Gareth Edwards relished making dinosaur mayhem with Steven Spielberg on Jurassic World Rebirth. He says the only thing I can compare it to is showing George Lucas around the set of Star Wars. He tells Empire, which he did on Rogue One, which that's got to be a wild feeling to be like, hey George, I just wanted to show you this thing that you've created. I just wanted to show you what I'm making, and everybody's going to question whether or not I made this movie because maybe Tony Gilroy made it. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's going to be wild to show George Lucas around a Star Wars set. So
yeah,
and now to work with Steven Spielberg, it's like dreams come true, dude.
I have a personal, like, kind of biased appreciation for Gareth Edwards. When we worked on Godzilla 2014, he came to the studio and just, told us our work looked great and thanked us for everything. And he seemed really invested in the product from start to finish, where we're kind of like finishing. We're their last stage, right? The movie gets done and then stereoscopic 3D comes in and makes a 3D version of it. And it's a little more involved in that, but like, he came, I would say out of like the 75 movies I worked on, like I can think of like one handful of directors that showed up to like say that the work looked good and that they appreciated it, or we're interested in like how the process was done. And he was one of them. So I just wish I was seeing this movie. I wish I was seeing this movie. I like this guy.
I'm going to email Gareth and just like let him down slowly and be like, you remember, a long time ago back in 2014, 2013, maybe when you went to that studio and you saw that there was a guy named Aaron Beyer there and he was just sitting at a desk and you went and like said, congratulations, you know, this looks really good. He's not showing up to one of his most favorite
He's not showing up
series of all time.
He's not showing up
for you.
Yeah.
Specifically, he does not want to see your work. And he is one of you. You are one of him because he is a VFX guy like Gareth Edwards. You know, that's what his background is. So he's going to be really sad to know that. But this image that we see otherwise.
VFX are not my problem with this movie.
There's some real special effects going on here. He's doing a great job, everybody.
What do you think about this thing?
I like what I'm seeing here. So what we see on the bank of this river is what I'm assuming it looks. I don't know. It looks T-Rex-ish to me. Does it not? I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know. What do you think?
Definitely looks like a biped. I mean, these props always look so proppy when they're taken in photos like this, but then you stick them in film and they just look so good. Like, because they're they're in tighter. Like, I remember that Stegosaurus that was like rumored, or not rumored, but like was shot for, was it Fallen Kingdom? When they go to the island, there was supposed to be this massive dead Stegosaurus, and that thing looked terrible. It looked awful.
Even like the animatronic like T-Rex head that was in the back of the truck where Claire was like riding on it, you know, like I remember the animatronic just looking real bad, and the T-Rex in the movie looked fine. Like it didn't look perfect in the movie, but it also didn't look nearly like it did in the photos. So
no, but hero objects like that, hero characters, typically will get CG overlays over their animatronic things. So like they'll get polished up, they'll get a little bit of animation to like their musculature and stuff like that. They'll just kind of get like a love, like a polish of love. And a prop like this is not. So
maybe, yeah. I mean, the Apatosaurus definitely got that treatment. That one moved, obviously, but this one, let me tell you, this is the first dinosaur we're seeing on set. We have not seen a dinosaur on set at all. I don't think in any of the marketing, any of the photos, there has not been a physical dinosaur prop of any kind. I don't think in any of the materials that we've seen. Maybe I'm missing something, but this is kind of good. I'm glad because they've been so dinosaur free. It's been weird that there's been nothing, you know, until now, I guess.
I think for as fast as this movie got kind of greenlit and like, hey, we need a movie because of the strike, and I would be very surprised if there's much animatronics. Like, I don't think there's.
I don't know if there's anything really. I mean, I think this could be it. This could be the thing. But yeah, I think this looks very cool. At least it's massive. It's completely messed up the image here, but a massive like figure here and huge hole in the side of this creature, whatever it is. It definitely, I don't know, it's giving me similar paint job vibes to like what we see on that T-Rex. So like I'm not saying that it's gonna be that T-Rex. This looks like it's maybe been here for a little bit. But it does kind of look like a fresh wound, like in a way, doesn't it? I feel like it kind of does look fresh.
Yeah, I mean, but they're not seriously gonna kill the T-Rex again, right? Because like, remember I was saying when this all got, I was like, dude, this is giving me such garbagey JP3 vibes. This trailer, and if that's what this is, I just.
Go.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Spino.
I won't be there to see it.
Spino.
I won't be there to see it.
Yes, you will. I'm here for the Spinosaurus ripping into this T-Rex. Gareth, you would be my number one director of all time in the history of every film ever if you were to pull this off and just like annihilate everybody out there for like having their hopes and dreams set on a T-Rex killing a Spinosaurus in this movie. I think that would be fantastic. Oh my God, I love this movie even more now. I'm gonna sit more, even just for you, that you're not gonna be sitting apparently. But
that's fine.
But I like this. I think this looks fantastic. I'm seated for this. I can't wait. And the last one here, I know we have not talked about toys at all yet. I don't think, but we have not at all. But we will be getting there. And before we do that, though, there's like a alternate cover of some sort, offers a tantalizing tease. Oh, it does say it right here, actually. Tantalizing tease of the mysterious and deadly Distortus. Rex?
This movie's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Says Aaron Beyer. That was a quote from Aaron Beyer. Dumb. Everybody. Not me. Not me. That was Aaron Beyer.
Distortus Rex.
Best behavior, my friend. Best behavior.
Get out of town. So
Distortus...
lucky this show is for children as well. You're so lucky.
I'm gonna just give a little Google. So let's see. Is there anything about Distortus?
No. How do we get worse than Diabolus Rex or whatever? Oh, we're gonna just call it Distortus Rex. Get out of here.
I was hoping they would go with the Diabolus, whatever it was, Diabolus Rex.
Well, I was hoping
I was hoping they would go back to that and reuse that because they didn't end up using that. But etymology, let's see, Distortus, perfect passive participle of I don't know, to turn different ways, twist, distort, warp, to torment, torture. So I don't know. Could be.
It's a distorted king. That's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Dumb.
Well, that best behavior is. Yeah, I don't know. It's not living up to. But Distortus Rex. That's what we have to deal with now. We're going to be talking about that in the future. Obviously, we've got an image here that kind of give me like Predator vibes here or something. And we did just get like a Predator trailer, right, of some kind. But yeah, this is a jungle. It's very much artwork cover. It's not like a actual image. You've got this big bulbous head, the two eyes, very big eyes, more forward facing than any Rex that we've seen before. And a lot of ugly teeth there in the front. So now, like I said, on best behavior, what what do you think of this? Imagine for a second you're me and you love everything that you see. Okay, thoughts?
Sure. Dude, this is just like, it's seriously like this is. I just hate this thing so much.
No, that's not me. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Oh.
What would you say? Like, honestly, You can't even tell me this is a good design. This thing's awful. And have you seen the toy? Have you seen the toy?
I have, yeah. I'm not loving the color on the toy necessarily, but
zero effort given. Like, I don't know, dude. This thing just seems like they just. Ugh. You know what? They're gonna get in this movie and they're gonna be like, well, we had to have it have massive arms from an ape. It's got the brain of a human. It's got the sonar of a beluga whale, and like you can like see all those parts there. And I don't really recall like Indominus. Like I think Indominus had mixtures, right, that were like maybe not so like in your like it didn't look like a monstrosity. It looked like a dinosaur. And even when the little kid's like, oh, that's not a dinosaur, like is that lost on general audiences that wasn't a dinosaur? Like, did it like if they wouldn't have inserted that line into that movie, would general audiences have been like thinking the Indominus Rex was a real dinosaur?
Yeah, I bet you they would have. I mean, there's nothing really outside of them talking about like the mixtures and the fact that you made a new dinosaur, like that kind of commentary.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing about it that wouldn't make you believe it's just as real as any of the others, the Giga or whatever. You know, they all look the same kind of, you know, like just big monstrous creatures. But this definitely does not look like it would fit into this universe necessarily from what we've seen. But I'm open to the idea of it and excited to see what comes from it because I like the weird creatures. And at this point, we've seen all the regular stuff. We've seen all the natural creatures. We've seen them in their habitats, blah, 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 whatever.
No, we haven't. There's literally thousands of species of dinosaurs.
There are, but look, you don't watch the animated stuff as well, which, does feature a lot of the things that, you've said you wanted from like Dominion and stuff. A lot of people have wanted to see like dinosaurs in their habitats and stuff like that. So that show does that. So I'm kind of like, I'm fine with what we've gotten from dinosaurs. So I'm open to the weird stuff like the Scorpius. I really like the Scorpius. I like the Indominus and I like the Indoraptor. I like these weird things that are not accurate, not real. So I'm interested to see what the usage is here. And this is one movie. Like it's one movie. If we like it, we don't. Whatever. It's done and over. Like Jurassic Park 3 is a movie that took me a long time. 15, 16, 17 years to come around on and to be like, okay, I'm cool with this one. It took me a long time to really come around on that movie. And I was never in the lane that you are currently in for Rebirth, but I don't know. I know that this is a weird thing. I see it, I get it. And I understand everybody's, thoughts around this thing, but I got to see how it fits. I got to watch the puzzle be put together in front of me and see, does that make sense? And then if it doesn't, look, I'll own up to it and I'll be maybe on your side. But until then, I think it's weird and I can't wait to see what it is,
I guess.
Distortus Rex, there it is, peering out of spattered foliage. This comment here on Instagram. Oh, where'd it go? I just lost it. All right, so it's from JOAQLX. It says a hybrid again, bro. We're tired.
Yes. Yes. Funny. Thank you.
That's funny. I'm not tired of hybrids. I'm kind of just still on board with them. I'm fine with it, and I know this is more of the this is like how there's like superheroes in like the Marvel universe, but then there's also mutants. This is the mutant. This is the the distorted version. So yeah, a little bit different, I guess, than the hybrid per se, but
I guess. I know they're calling it. I know that everyone's trying to justify it, right? Like they're not pretending that Superman and Superman Returns didn't like stalk Lois Lane and like peer into her window unprovoked. But like everyone's like, oh, it's a mutant. It's not a hybrid. Bro, same thing. All right. Like,
yeah, basically same thing. Just to finish this out here, Empire did apparently post some stuff on their website, and very minimal stuff here, but they're again, even the commentary is very much similar to what we've gotten in the past. It's like, we're trying to recapture that magic of Jurassic Park. We're trying to make you feel like you felt when you watched that in 1993. So Gareth says that this film is apparently a love letter to the 93 original. That's got to make you feel good. It's a love letter. It's a love letter.
No, dude, I don't believe these people. This is all like, it's always marketing and like.
But you believe, like, I believe in Gareth. Like, do you not believe in Gareth?
I do. And that's why I wish I was going to see this movie, because I really do believe in Gareth. Like he is up there as far as like action sci-fi directors goes.
He does say it really does feel like it's welcoming people to really celebrate the original film. It has that wonder and awe while not being scared to re-inject the thrills and the fear. Let's see, anything else here? It harkens back to the first one, says Johansson, or she agrees. And it has a lot of good jump scares, and the stakes are high.
Did you that is like
oh, where'd it go?
Oh no.
That's so funny.
Picture is really good. Yeah.
It was this oh man, I didn't want it to play a video. There was
it just makes me like
the guy playing basketball.
It makes me nervous. They're like, we really want people to celebrate the first Jurassic Park. And it's like, by driving them to see this horrible monstrosity, they will definitely be celebrating the original Jurassic Park.
Remember, best behavior. You're off getting off the rails, man. You're gonna get
gives me vibes. Did you see the NVIDIA guy giving the speech about building factories in America? And he was like, oh yes, I want to thank President Trump and his encouragement, trust me, his encouragement to build in the United States. And it's like, bro, did he like threaten to kill you? Like, that's the vibes I'm getting from to celebrate Jurassic Park.
You better be saying that we are celebrating Jurassic Park in this, not Jurassic World. We're not celebrating anything else. We are celebrating Jurassic Park, says Steven Spielberg.
That's the vibe.
No, that was not a quote. That did not happen. But there is a quote here. Let's see here. This is all the same stuff that recapture the idea that we're dinosaurs in the environment, blah, blah, blah. The last few movies were exploring the idea of, hey, what would it be like if they were in our environment? They did that very well. And now we wanted to explore how it felt to go back to theirs. I like that. That's a good quote there. All right, but that's that. Jurassic World Rebirth, Aaron. You don't have to comment on it anymore. That's all. All right. We get it. We know. Let's talk about toys.
I'm so excited for the toys. Give me all these toys.
All right. Jurassic World, Beyond the Gates, whatever, Creator Edition. I found it interesting. Yep. I did get a press release. This is, I think, like the first time I've gotten a press release for Beyond the Gates. Let me actually bring that up. I did not. I forgot to bring that up here. But, yeah, I found it interesting. I guess because it was Jurassic World Rebirth dinosaurs. But
I would imagine it's because they're really like Universal has a stake in. Universal doesn't have a stake in like the toys that came out like a year ago or 2 years ago, right? Like Universal has like they want you to be excited. They want this to feel as official as possible, right? So they're going to have Mattel send out press releases and all that stuff.
Yeah, a little confusing, though, on the press release because it says here, in anticipation of the film, they've dropped the first episode of Beyond the Gates Creator Edition. Episode 1 features Neems from Jurassic World, who takes fans on a wild ride, does he? With an in-depth look at the details that bring all 3 new dinosaurs to life. And it says, it just later on it says like episode 1, the first episode. So I found that interesting because it's for sure not the first episode. So I don't really know why they were like banking on the first episode. This is the first one. And I don't know. Maybe this is the first one with Rebirth toys. Maybe say it that way. But we have. Go ahead.
In all fairness, this is like the first one that's been someone that's like in the Jurassic community in a long time. Since
like, Neill himself. last year.
Yeah,
he repeated a few times. He repeated a few times in the last one. The product guide has been finally updated, which is nice. I've got a full product guide on my side here. Has the prices and everything like that for all the different creatures, and the masks and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's talk about this, Beyond the Gates. They came out with 3 new items today. Maybe you could say 5. But we've got the super colossal Mosasaurus. Now, this when I first looked at it, I was like, whoa, $69 for this. But I was really like, I was like, oh, okay, it's super colossal.
Right.
So it's a big one. It's a big one. Now, I know I said we were done talking about Rebirth, but like these are literally all Jurassic World Rebirth toys.
No, I'm excited for these.
But you're excited for the toys, okay? Super colossal.
So
we know this scale. We know how good it is, but we haven't gotten one of these. I don't think in this scale.
Yeah. So this is not the Mosasaur I'm getting. So I didn't pre-order this one. I want the other one. That's probably the standard line. That's got the more of the straight body design and the waist, I think.
With the movable tail, the bite and blast Mosasaurus for $39.99.
Yeah, so I'm not getting this one, but I'm excited for those who are excited to have it.
And these are all like dated for June 1st, by the way. So even the ones that are not even on pre-order or whatever, but they do say available for pre-order on Mattel.com. Let me click that link, see what actually pops up. It just says where to buy, so it actually doesn't. Where can we buy this Mosasaurus? Not the one that I'm looking at here on the stream, but this other one, this Bite and Blast or whatever it's called. It's not actually popping up, so I guess the link's dead. It's not active. All right, but there's the Mosasaurus. Cool figure. Colors are different. You know, its tail's different and everything, but huge figure. Let's move on to the next one, which is this 3-pack here, which actually features the Spinosaurus. This is the Jurassic World Rebirth story pack with exclusive Spinosaurus, 2 human figures, and accessories. Cool looking box.
Yeah.
You've got the Spinosaurus, a very small looking Spinosaurus, if you ask me.
Yeah. I was torn on this. I did pre-order. Well, I'd say I'm torn on this one. I really don't want this Spinosaurus, but I want the humans. And I was kind of looking at the lineup. It doesn't seem like we're going to be getting any kind of humans by themselves. It looks like I'm going to have to get some of these weird designed dinosaurs to get the humans that I so much want. So I did pre-order this one.
Okay. Look at you. Pre-order.
Because humans by themselves now are like $15, right? So what does this pack cost? This pack is $30.
This one is $34.99. Yes.
I mean, you're basically getting a free Spinosaurus.
I mean, yeah, typically if a human is on its own, it's like $8.99 or something like that. So it's definitely a markup. Plus, you're getting this little crate, the weapons and stuff like that. The flare gun, which is a nice touch. I like that little flare gun. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, not the Mosasaurus. Spinosaurus is a little whatever. I'm not too sold on that. I'm struggling overall, I think, right now. So we are like kind of on the opposite spectrum here of like you're not into the movie, but you're into the toys, and I'm into the movie, but I'm not so much into the toys at this point because I'm struggling with like what to do with all of this stuff at this point. Like look behind us. Well, we've got stuff on every wall in every corner, and I've got like crates and things in other rooms and in storage, full of opened toys that are not getting played with or not getting put on a shelf. I've got unopened toys right over here, and I kind of have stopped with the core stuff for the most part. There's a few things here and there. But for the most part I have. And I really never was into the idea of picking up big sets just to get a human. Like I never got that one that featured what's her name? Ellie, like with the I think she had like a blue shirt on or something. Never got that one. With it was like the Giga, the Therizinosaurus, and
that was
maybe
the one that
T-Rex or
drove
something.
everyone crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I never got that Malcolm set from the Lost World. I'm biting myself hard for that one. I don't know if there's even a saying, but I just made that up. But never got that one. There's been a few like that I never got. The Barry, like there was a Barry set, I never got that one. And in a lot of the newer like Camp Cretaceous or I'm sorry Chaos Theory sets, I haven't been getting those, even though I want those humans figures and some of the dinosaurs, but I don't know. I haven't really been biting for the bigger ones just yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I would consider this big. I mean, the one with Ellie was ridiculous, like for sure.
Well, sure. Yeah, that was very, very expensive. It was like $120 or something, wasn't it?
It was insane, and everyone knew really it was just such a cash grab for Ellie. But like, if I'm looking at like Collect Jurassic's website, a lot of this is going to be like attack pack size dinosaurs with human figures. That's the stuff like I want these humans, and so yeah, I guess I'm getting another Velociraptor. At least it looks kind of different.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
But we got Jonathan Bailey and we've got Scarlett Johansson's Zora Bennett and John. What was his name? What's his character's name?
I don't know.
But I'm blanking on the name at the moment. Oh, Dr. Henry Loomis.
They
really look good in this render.
Yeah, they really want you to think that's an Alan Grant action figure. Look at like how that guy is dressed.
Yeah, you're right. He's literally dressed like almost identically to the original Alan Grant like figure.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. They look great. Like this is just a render here, but not the actual toy itself. So I don't know if they'll be that accurate. Probably not, I would guess, but I don't know. I think they're in the video, but I didn't look too closely. But it's a cool set, but I don't know. I gotta wait and see. I have not pre-ordered any of these items. But the last one here is one that we all have known and loved, and has gotten a ton of views over on like my Instagrams and YouTubes and whatever you call it, TikToks. This is the Super Colossal Titanosaurus. Ooh, Super Colossal. I don't even know if I knew it was Super Colossal.
No, have the other ones been listed?
No, I don't think so. Have they? I don't really remember them being listed as Super Colossal. Now, maybe this is different, but the one that I saw at New York Toy Fair, I'm assuming is the same one. And it was very big. It was very big. Everybody's like asking me, how does it compare to all the other ones? And I feel like it was bigger than the Dreadnoughtus. You can't see it in the video, but Dreadnoughtus. It felt like around that size, if maybe even a little bit bigger or thicker. So very big, and you can see the kid like in this picture, just like it's this big. It's huge. So this is going to be a popular one. This is also $69.99. It's huge. What did you go for this one?
I did go for this one. I want a second, but I have a feeling that like this is gonna be one where I wait for to get a second one. I'm gonna wait for this to go on sale. But I did pre-order one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really into the paint job on this figure. I really don't like the white skull paint on it. I didn't get that from the trailer that was a thing.
No, I do think the paint looks a bit different than it looks in the trailer, but I do think it does look really cool. Like I've got the in-person images and stuff like that, and I thought it looked pretty cool in person. So
okay, all right, I'll trust you on it because this is kind of one that's lacking for me in the paint department.
I don't know. Don't trust me on it because I don't know. Our opinions are very different at the moment. But
that's fair. Yeah.
But sometimes like I've looked at a figure like that blue Suchomimus that I was like, oh, come on, dude. Like, I don't like this. And then when I saw it in person, I was like, this is my maybe favorite toy. It's amazing looking. I love it. So there's times like that. But that was everything from Beyond the Gates. Pretty good collection here today. Excited to see that. And yeah, we're getting things kicked off in a big way now. And June 1st is that street date for all this stuff. So expect June 1st to be a big day in stores as well.
Are they giving us teases for what's up and coming on Beyond the Gates anymore? Like, are they saying
no? No, they're not, which is a bummer. They don't like tease the upcoming months, which I wish they did. But they do not. I have not seen any Dr. Peppers with Jurassic. I have not found the cereal yet. Have you found any of those?
No, but I'm also not looking. Like, it's not going to be possible to collect everything. I think at one point in time it was possible to collect everything, and they've kind of gone the Disney route where it's like it's everywhere, it's on everything, and you just kind of have to accept the fact that you can't get to it all.
Yeah, you're 100% right. It's like, I think at the beginning in 2018 when Mattel started, it was like, wow, we've always been shortchanged, right? Dude, that was not me, even though I got a fake Dr. Pepper right here. But no, I think we all felt like a little shortchanged over the years, right? We didn't get enough stuff. We wanted more, and then we got more, and we got the most, and we got. Yeah. It's still not stopping. So we've got a ton of things. So that's why I'm kind of like refraining from pre-ordering a lot of things at the moment, because we've got so much already. And let's take a look at even more, because we've got Collect Jurassic up here on Instagram. So go check out Collect Jurassic's page, where you can see all of the latest toy reveals. Let's start up top. We'll work our way down. I don't know what this is, but not loving whatever that is. Oh, this is just a bunch of collection of them. Actually, let me get away from this one. We'll start somewhere else, because that looks like a collection. We'll go all the way down. All right, so we talked about these the other night, but let me get your thoughts. This is what you were talking about, these like kind of smaller packs. This is more acceptable. I would definitely go for something like this.
Yeah.
Let me see. Did you look up that? Do I have that price tag here in the... I don't know if the product guide says the price tag for this one. Not seeing it. Nope. It has other stuff, but not that. But yeah, it's probably...
Well, like even that,
I'd say maybe even less than that.
So after this Zora figure, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I just don't... Like, the next 10 are just like, I'm not worried.
You gonna get this guy?
No.
The Achillobator? However you say that. I don't know. This guy here, the Zunoceratops. I've heard of that one at least. Not really into this design. There is this one. What is this one? A Nanotyrannus. Silly looking guy. I kind of like the colors.
Can you imagine being an artist at Mattel and being like, oh my gosh, I have to make another random bipedal dinosaur that, like, how do I differentiate this one? Like, how do I make this one look different from the last, from the previous, from the one 5 units ago? With Herrerasaurus, they just gave up. They were like, no, there's one.
It's just the one time, basically. Yeah, I mean, it probably looks a little bit different, but it's very much the same looking Herrerasaurus.
It has never looked like Herrerasaurus.
I don't know. I don't care. It looks fine to me. We've got, what is this one? This is the Coleoptera. I don't know how to say dinosaur names. Looks fine. Looks cool. It's basically the same paint job that's on the Herrerasaurus. We've got this one. What is this one? Ooh, that looks cool. Bipiosaurus. Looks like a mini Therizinosaurus to me.
Yes,
I don't know anything about dinosaurs really, but it looks good to me. Yeah, colors are fine. They're nothing crazy. You know, obviously the claws and stuff are not painted, but it's a cute little guy. I kind of like it. And what's this one? I don't know. Mincaria, maybe. It's like a cute little guy. Kind of what would you call this? Like iguanodon slash.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Corynthosaurus.
Corynthosaurus or Parasaurolophus kind of looking thing. Yeah, Parasaurolophus looking guy. We've got the Archaeornithomimus. Well, I could say that. Is that right? Did I say that right?
What is it? Is that the one she talks about in Jurassic World?
I think that's the one. Yeah, I think that's the only reason. As I was pronouncing it, I was like, I got this. I can say it because I've heard it before. So that's what it looks like. So to me, like, this is how I operate with dinosaurs. This is the Archaeornithomimus. I've never seen it before. I've heard the name. That's what it looks like to me.
That's exactly what it looks like. Exactly. Right.
Okay.
Because Mattel said so.
Yep. Yeah, because that's the way I learned dinosaurs, through toys.
Dude, so, I will never forget. Like, I will never forget the Dimetrodon toy from the first Kenner line. 15 years later, when they clearly had more information, National Geographic did like a Dimetrodon scene in one of their videos, and it was like completely standing up, not hunched to the ground, but it was like off its belly and like,
really,
yeah, it was like running, and I was like, this is all fake. This is fake. This is fake dinosaur history. This is blasphemy. That this thing is not just a crocodile with a sail on its back.
Speaking of crocodile with a sail on its back, the Purosaurus, I guess, looks pretty cool. I gotta say, this one, I dig this guy. That's a cool looking dude. I love the thrashing mechanism that it has on there. I always love these kind of creatures. I don't know what the other ones are called, but I've got a handful of them. I don't think I have any.
Is it like Sauropelta or something? Like the other crocodile creatures that?
No, that one's different. I think that one's a bunch of spikes and stuff. But yeah, there's some other crocodilian looking thing, and yeah, I like them. So this one looks even cooler, to be honest. And we've also got, what is this? Chilanteosaurus. Chilanteosaurus. We'll just go with that. This one looks cool. But like you said, like,
yeah,
walking on the 2 feet, just kind of looking exactly the same as most of the other creatures.
It's like, look, I get what they're doing. Like, it's not their fault. Like, and kids should buy these. Like, I just think that as a 40-year-old collector now, it's come down to like Hammond collection stuff, right?
Exactly.
Or it's like something's got to just be like insanely special. But I would have zero qualms about buying these for my nephews for Christmas or a birthday or whatever. Like, these are great.
Yeah.
These are great kids' toys. Great kids' toys.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with any of these necessarily. I think these are all on par with like a lot of the stuff we've gotten through 2018, 19, 20, all that stuff. So
yeah,
very similar type stuff. And I think for the kids who are growing up now, these are perfect, perfect for that.
Yep.
We've got this one here, this T-Rex. It looks fire breathing to me. Tim or Tom says one of those two. 3-letter names with T's and M's. But we've got this Power Devour toy with a light-up mouth, I guess, and sound. But yeah, cool looking figure. I like the colors on this one. I know we're all very much confused on like, what is the T-Rex going to look like? Like we've seen a T-Rex through the movie, right? But we keep getting like a Rex like this or slightly variations on this kind of style. So what is the T-Rex going to look like? If there's a different one, is it going to look different? Is it going to look more like these ones? What's the difference? Is there a difference? I don't know.
So is this different than, and we haven't gotten to it yet, but is this, because the other one's like lab leak.
Yeah, let's go back down. Right? That one's it's like this one right here.
It's so good, dude. The sculpt is so good.
It's phenomenal, dude. I love this. Like, I said it last night on my stream, but this photo right here of this lab lockdown T-Rex looks like some sort of like chicken thing, just kind of like cooped up, just kind of like keeping warm and just like sitting there. Like, it looks fantastic. I'm digging this thing. I love the pose of that neck. Very Jurassic Park.
I might get this Power Devour and this lab leak. Like, these look really good for baseline.
Yeah. This is what's been missing. Like, this is what's been missing out of the T-Rexes that I feel like, I think like over the years, I've never really been into the T-Rex toys all that much. They're just so long and like unstable and very long. This is crunched down and it's got that neck that is like so iconic looking. And it's not a long neck. It's not anything like that. It's literally got this neck and design that is very iconic looking. So 100% on board with this.
They redid so for that Ian Malcolm one that you're talking about, that comes with a male Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like that's a different sculpt than the typical T-Rexes we've gotten in that scale. The one with the Mercedes. So like, not only did you miss out on the Mercedes, but you missed out on their only release of a male T-Rex. And while this big jaw thing doesn't necessarily prove that it's a male in Rebirth because Quetzalcoatlus looks completely different, but like this is the male T-Rex, and I'm wondering if this sculpt is going to carry over into they haven't said, but you have to imagine we're going to get a Hammond Collection T-Rex that is the T-Rex from this movie, and it will just be a repainted version of the one they were trying to sell us for $500 or whatever it was, with the gate. Maybe. So maybe. I'm very excited for all these new Tyrannosaurus sculpts.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm into them all. I think the T-Rex, like, I thought like over the years they really refined them and made them look even better and better. And the motions and things that they gave them like were even better. And now they're looking 10 times better now. Like I can't believe it. We're at a point where they just look so good. And man, like let's just give a look at the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus is incredible looking. The Hammond Collection, dude.
I'm concerned. I'm worried.
Oh, he's worried. Okay. Why?
I'm worried. Because all the best carnivores that we've gotten recently in Hammond Collection have a 2-segment tail, even down to like the Carnotaur. So my gig is gonna fall. But like even down to like the Carnotaur here has right. 2 segments to its tail. And I think that's so good.
God, I'm really the same figure in our hands.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah.
They're always within reach.
But I'm concerned about this.
By not having a segmented tail? Like what's your...
I don't know. I mean, the scale looks fine. I really want to see this thing against the T-Rex. Really do. I really hope they don't
and the Giga.
Mess that
up.
I
want to see it against that. Yeah.
Well, we're still missing our Indominus as well. You know, we haven't gotten a Hammond Collection Indominus, which I would actually say that they've now officially punted pretty far down the line because you think they're gonna do Rebirth stuff for the next year. You know,
maybe. I mean, like, look at one of the new figures we got coming up here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We've got a Tiger Velociraptor.
Yeah, what do you think?
I like how you said that. Yeah, what do you think? Because, I said this last night because all we had last night was blurry photo. You know, we had blurry back of the video or picture or whatever.
That looks really good.
What?
That looks really good.
That looks good. The blurry photo. So I'm like, all right, maybe there's some hope. It. I mean, look. Let me pull up a picture in my own.
It looks like the male raptor. Is it just this pose? Is it just this pose that makes it look stupid?
Maybe. Let's see what other poses we got. Oh, this is not a pose, but it's just
once again, messing with the render. Look at this render.
This render is silly because we get this reused over and over again. This is the same render from like JP 3 era or so, I think.
Yeah, it is.
But just like repainted. But this might be the best Tiger Raptor we've gotten yet. But I'm still, I don't know. It's still not exactly.
It's missing something, right? Like they never can just nail these Tiger Raptors.
It's hard because I think if you look around it, like it really is capturing what we're seeing here. Maybe it's the eye. Is it a little too gold? Like what's going on with the eye here? Is it? I can't really tell.
I don't think that's it.
Pictures.
I think it is just the lack
yellow, but
I think it's just the lack of good paint up that we're getting at this stage.
This photo that I just pulled up, like this one, looks soft. Like the stripes look really soft around the head. But not so much here. Like they don't look soft here.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It says they've changed the packaging. Right now, this is Jurassic World. I noticed this on the last two. What is
Yeah.
True Effects? Someone was like, "Oh, this is part of the True Effects line." What is that? Just a new label that they stuck on these boxes? Because they don't look any different than standard Hammond collection to me.
Look, I don't know. I think it's just they're like, oh, this is our more better looking line or something like that. Let's see if anybody has.
Isn't that what Hammond collection was?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't. I forget what the Hasbro stuff, but there's like a Hasbro terminology that they use for like the way they capture the faces and stuff on a lot of the humans, for like Star Wars and stuff like that.
Like photogrammetry and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but I forget what it's called. I don't know. I'm not sure what the actual meaning of that is, to be honest.
So, no, you know what? You're right. If they said that that's kind of what they did here, where this is not an artist representation, this is actually like a scan, or they've got access to the models from ILM, like that could be what this is to represent. I mean, look, complaints aside, I'm getting like 4 of these things. I love Tiger Raptors. This is going to be the definitive one that we get, and I just love them. Like, I'm getting multiples of these when they come out.
So there's a lot of like wrestling commentary on True Effects. So I guess the wrestling community has been using True Effects as well.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it says here's somebody that says, when True Effects is applied properly, it looks way better than non-True Effects. But I don't know. At this point, like even like the humans, like there's not like a huge drastic difference for me from like core stuff to like Hammond collection stuff. So True Effects better be like the gold standard. I don't know. But let's go back to some of the other toys. We saw that one already. Let's take a look at this one that you mentioned before. We've got Jonathan Bailey's Dr. Henry Loomis here with a different shirt on, I believe, and a Pteranodon, right? Is that what it was? Yeah. With a blue head, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's not like fancy anything, but it's kind of like it's giving me retro vibes on this Pteranodon a little bit. And I do like that you can stand it in that pose. That's cool. But he comes with a shock stick, very standard kind of attack feature there, and a backpack. But the Jonathan Bailey figures, like at least in the renders, all look pretty cool. Hopefully they look that way.
Yep.
And then we also have, I like this one, Duncan Kincaid. It kind of looks like Mahershala, but not exactly. It almost just looks like, I don't know, like G.I. Joe guy, like number 3 or something. Like it just looks like any random G.I. Joe guy. He's got a beret on, green beret, green military pants, a black or blue shirt or something like that. And then we also have a Velociraptor, which I don't know that we've really seen one like this before. So it's a different style.
This sculpt, yeah. I mean,
this.
Well, they released what the new Raptors look like, right? Like,
but I don't. We've seen the one that was like this one down here. This one, this Zora Bennett one, right? Which does, if you look at the nose, and of course I can't zoom in. This is the one that was like featured on some of the marketing materials. Is there a closer up? No, there's no closer up. But
why does she need to have an opening back?
I don't know, but I like it. You can put random things in there. It's fun.
Okay.
But if you look at the nose, like the top of the like nose area, it's got these like 2 crests that kind of like align like around the nose or behind the nose area and then over the eyes. So that's a different looking feature for the Velociraptor. That's kind of cool. And of course, like
for
the
toys,
spiky hair.
Toys maybe, but the JP3 Raptors had that crest as well.
Yeah, and it does give me vibes of that, I guess, the old toys. But yeah, I think it looks different there. But so that's the same. It looks to be the same figure, as from what I can tell, just repainted. But we've got a different. So the other one was more of like a gray or whatever with some stripes, and then the blue and gold kind of head. This one's like a brown body with black stripes and black hair. I wonder why the toe claws are painted but not the hands. Usually these are all like unpainted claws on these
cash,
figures.
Man,
but
cash.
I don't know. But yeah, the Raptors look interesting. I'm not totally sold on the design, so I got to see how they really. Oh, dude, I mean, if it looks like this, dude, that looks exactly like it.
No way. There ain't no way that little toy is gonna look like that. That's awesome.
That looks like, I'm pretty sure they just shrunk down Mahershala Ali. Like, that looks exactly like him.
Legit, yeah.
That is great. But the other one did not look like that. But the Raptor does look cool, man. I think that does look pretty interesting. I just got to see how it looks in the movies. You know, I hope it comes across just as cool as that. Giant binoculars. But yeah, Duncan Kincaid. And again, these are two. We've got like 3 sets there: Zora, Dr. Henry Loomis, and Duncan. You can buy those with just like a human and a dinosaur, which is nice. And then also this guy, Ruben Delgado, the family man here that we don't know much about. We really don't know a lot about this whole family dynamic and story. But we have Ruben here versus the Parasaurolophus. Very similar kind of Parasaurolophus style that we've seen before with the coloring, the brown and a little bit of like an orange or brown, a lighter brown underneath this like teal kind of color. So it does very much look like the Dominion style in a way, but and the face and stuff. But he's holding a stick. Ruben's holding a stick. That's his accessory. Oh, but he also has a shock stick. Okay, he's got 2
sticks.
Like I love how these images are like, okay, it's just like some standard guy, and then it's like, oh, the real dude is just shrunk down into. I mean, this doesn't exactly look like him, but it looks like a cool guy. Like, I'm digging him. This looks awesome. He's like kind of like Marty McFly-ish here. He's got but shorts. He's got shorts on, which is nice. Blue shorts with a red or a kind of like the undertone red shirt. This is why it gets giving me the Marty vibe, because of that maroon shirt underneath, and then the vest kind of style.
The vest over it.
The bright red vest over it. So yeah, and he's got the sleeves rolled up like a little bit. It's good style. I like this figure.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you go to a dinosaur island and wear the brightest red jacket and the brightest blue pants, you kind of deserve to get you kind of deserve to get some lunch.
Yeah. Yaroslav says Ricky Martin. Does kind of give vibes like that. What is this a toy? Dude, this looks legit. Like, this is a Hammond Collection Stiggy Moloch. Looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks good.
That looks so good.
I feel like its crown is a little bright, but whatever. I'll take it. It's so good.
Yeah, it definitely is bright. And even the color, like the coloring here looks phenomenal. The coloring in the box, not good.
Not as phenomenal.
Not anywhere near as phenomenal. Like, this is amazing looking. Yeah. Not amazing looking. It doesn't even look anywhere near the same style.
But you know how I roll, man. I love my herd dinosaurs.
It's true effects, my guy.
Yeah, it is.
We've got this one here. Speaking of true, we got a Troodon. Hilarious. We got the Hammond Collection Troodon, and this guy looks cool, man. I'm digging him. Doesn't look anything like Genie, but let me get your thoughts.
that render,
like, on the Troodon render down in the corner of the box. What is happening here? What is happening here?
I'll tell you exactly what's happening here is that no one thought to get on the horn and call Universal to see if Universal owned the likeness of the Troodon from the Telltale game, because this looks like the Troodon from the Telltale game. This toy,
the figure itself, like colored, maybe a little bit different, but body wise and everything else, it looks really close.
They're even giving it like the weird eyes that like those Troodons had in the game, like the blind eyes. But what is this render on this box?
It's legitimately just the Velociraptor with some silly spikes on his head.
Bad. It's so bad. Like, come on.
Like, they just had a fun time in the office one day. I think it just, whatever. I don't care. It's silly looking. I'm glad we have it. I'm glad we have this render.
Do I have any Hammond Collection stuff in a box? Like, don't we have Hammond Collection stuff that just has a picture of the toy on the front?
I think there might be. Maybe more humans.
Would they not have the the toy looks so much better than this. This is
yeah,
awful.
it really does. It's just so funny. Like that looks great, dude. That looks awesome. The toy looks fantastic. Yeah. Just put that render on there. What is happening with this? This is so funny though. I'm so glad we got this though. This is hilarious to me. It's legitimately the same Velociraptor pose.
It's painted so bad
with hilarious looking like spikes on top of it.
It's so bad. It's so
bad, but it's so good. And yeah, that was I think that's that. I mean, I don't know. There's just some stuff in here we've probably covered in the past. It looks like the same stuff, but yeah, that's the entire rundown that we have so far of Mattel Jurassic. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel like I'm not overwhelmed. I feel like what I want is achievable. You know, I think Mattel has proven themselves that if you at least try to get on these things within the first couple of weeks, like you're guaranteed to have one, even if you don't get the pre-order, right? Like if I miss a pre-order, that doesn't freak me out, you know, like it used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, there's definitely figures that I slept on and I regret sleeping on because they just phased them out like over the course of 3 months. But yeah, I feel good about these. I feel like the shelves should be pretty strong here in the next few weeks. And they never announced the Walmart stuff, never announced the Walmart exclusive stuff. So there's also that to like maybe go check out when it shows up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, the stuff looks fun. It looks cool. And I think it's going to sell, obviously, with all these Hammond Collection figures on the shelves next to it. It's going to look fantastic. I think they've done a wonderful job of really stocking the shelves, keeping stuff out there. There's a ton of stuff on the shelf at all times. And I'm sure there's going to be more. So it looks good. I'm digging it so far. So, but that being said, I don't think I'm really going to pick up much of anything. So, but I think it's for somebody, and that's what matters. You know, that's what matters. But yeah, Aaron, I appreciate you coming on tonight to talk a little bit about toys and of course Rebirth and other things and DVDs and stuff like that. So,
thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, you did you were on okay behavior. I'll give you like I don't know like a B, maybe a B. I think a B.
All right, I get a B. I'll take a B.
I'll give you a B. All right, so the typical. Let me ask you the question. You anywhere?
Yeah.
You doing anything?
No.
Nope. He's nowhere.
I feel great.
You know where you can find him? You can find him here on the first Thursday of every month,
exclusively on the Jurassic Park podcast.
There it is, exclusively. Aaron, exclusive Beyer. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. But let me run down some things real quick before we head out and just let everybody know what they can see on the channels and whatnot. But of course, please go to JurassicParkPodcast.com and check out our latest episode. Actually, it's the second to last episode because I forgot I added one about the composer. It was just like a quick update. But we've got a Pachycephalosaur episode about Stygimoloch and Pachycephalosaurus with Dr. Carrie O'Keefe. I'm sorry, I just mixed up both of their names, Connor O'Keefe and Dr. Carrie Woodruff, and and it was an awesome episode. Please go listen to that one. Dino DNA is a great segment, and it's super informative with real like scientific people in the paleontology field, actual doctors. Like this is crazy. So please go listen to these episodes with Connor O'Keefe. He does a phenomenal job putting them together. Yeah, you can find that on any podcasting platform out there, and of course Spotify like this. But you can see there's the Alexandre Desplat. I'm still struggling to say French names. Alexandre Desplat. I can't do it. I'm just not cut out for it. We got Grim Grinning Hosts, where the recent episode was about Indiana Jones. Go check out that one. We've got some Epic Universe stuff coming up soon. And the Forcecast, we finally got to the first 2 arcs of Andor. So we recorded them all last night for over 2 hours. I think it got edited down just a tiny bit, but we recorded these last night. So episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We talked about 6 episodes last night. Go check that out on the Forcecast. And I was also on See Jurassic Right recently. We talked about Godzilla 2014, Gareth Edwards' movie. Stephen Ray Morris has been going through a bunch of the movies. He's got so many episodes. I feel like there's like a new episode. It feels like daily at times. So Stephen's killing it. But he's been going through a lot of like Gareth Edwards' catalog and stuff and having episodes. So I talked about Godzilla with him, and we had a great time. So go check that out. And yeah, that's it. As always, please go follow us on Blue Sky, at Jurassic Park Pod, whatever. And same thing, Brad Jost over there, and Jurassic Park Pod on Instagram. I'm Brad Jost on Letterboxd. Go find me there. And if you have any thoughts and feelings on any of the toys or anything related to Chaos Theory or Rebirth or anything out there, Godzilla, DVDs, whatever, toys, please let us know. And we'll play them on the podcast. 732-825-7763. That is a voicemail line. You can call and leave a message, or you could just pick up your phone, leave a voice memo, and record for a few minutes, and then send that over to JurassicParkPod@gmail.com. Or, of course, you could just type a message. That works, too. But, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. We had a great time tonight. Thanks, Aaron, for joining me. Where's my thing for Aaron? Here it is. Boom. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Appreciate you.
Yeah.